play a game called WWE Champions, which of all things, if you can believe it, is a WWE game that plays like Candy Crush. It's basically just moving gems around and breaking colored gems.
DSP Cries it.
Hello, and welcome to James, the Lesser Express Lane, where we get you in and out as fast as possible with, starting off with a video from him a couple days ago, without him messing with anything, because I want you to hear the difference. Let's start off with this.
Message that I'd like to read. This will be our final message of the show because I got to get going so we can start with Stalker, and I got to use the bathroom too. So $30 tip received. I don't think this person put a name in there. Let's add this to the total, and let's see what they have to say first.
Now, sounds about normal for him, right? Well, let's go to his new settings that he's banning people for saying sounds bad. Let's go. Alright, here's what he sounds like now after messing with his settings. But guys, I can't test anything off stream. Except he has before. In fact, with the new microphone, he said he tests stuff off stream. But, alright, let's ignore all that. Let's go on with this.
To the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 podcast for Sunday, the 29th of December, 2024.
I don't know if it's an echo or what. It just sounds off. Which his chat notices and tells him, hey, your sound's off. And he says, no.
And a lot is still going on. Let's just put it that way. As much as I could say everything's good and everything's working fully, we still have issues. And when I say issues, I mean everything is changing. Everything is fluctuating. My new microphone, which I started using a couple days ago, at that point was using old tech. It was using what's called XLR.
What the fuck was that? I mean, it's a snort, but it just sounds so weird with his new settings.
Tech. And if you don't know what XLR tech is, it's the old style of microphone that makes everything mono. And basically when you use that, it washes out the sound. Now, for microphones, it's usually not that big of a deal at all, actually. So that's all well and good. But the problem is when I was doing that, I couldn't use any of the features of the mic. For example, watch this.
That actually sounded much better than usual.
What I was saying was, you couldn't hear me there because it has touch to mute. And that's amazing because this is going to be so good for when I need to take a break. I'm going to sneeze. I'm going to cough. I'm going to clear my throat. I just touch it, do it, go right back, instant muting. And people have said for years, can you mute your mic? Well, now I can instantly mute it by simply just tapping it. Okay. Super duper awesome in that regard. But yeah, outside of that, the microphone with this USB connection that I'm now using over XLR has adjustment issues. As you can hear, it sounds completely different. One thing it has is more bass. Do you hear the bass in my voice? Previously, there was no bass in my voice pretty much, and everyone was like, oh, I don't get it. I had to do that.
What bass? All I hear is an echo or not static. Robotic. I just don't know how to describe it. There's something wrong with his voice.
This. I basically had to put the mic like right in my face, like this, and then you would get bass. But now there's actually bass even when the mic is further back. But as you can see, now it sounds different. And already everyone's saying, yep, the mic sounds like there's echo. You're right. And the thing is, I'm trying to figure out how to get rid of it. And I'm not sure how. I actually have an echo filter on. And
why didn't you, I don't know, Google it and try to fix it before you started the stream if you knew it had that issue? So he knows it has an issue. Don't you dare point it out.
It doesn't seem to be doing anything. I actually have the proprietary software of the microphone set up. And so it should be applied to the mic. But it's just weird. I know people are saying this sounds different. I know it's not bad. It's just weird and needs tweaking. And the question is, like, what do you tweak? Like, for example, I'm looking at filters right now. We've got gain. We've got noise gate. We've got noise suppression. We've got echo removal, which I'll add it again because I had it added. And then I removed it, and now I'm adding it back, but I'm not sure it does anything, quite frankly. And then we've got, now this is weird. Why are there two separate echo removal tools? So now I've turned on two.
He's done no research, which is why he didn't know that. Guys, I don't get it. The XLR is what I've been using for years, and it doesn't work with all the features because of XLR. But I don't want to use USB-C. Well, I guess he finally decided to use USB-C for all the fancy features. But again, it sounds so bad.
Two echo removal tools. Do any of them do anything? I wonder. And then there's a compressor and a something. What's that called? Limiter. So now I have the echo removal tool on. Did it change anything? I just turned it on. Does it sound like anything has changed? I don't know. I can't hear it. Only you guys can.
Yeah, do
My
this
voice sounds
before
way
stream,
deeper. It's
DSP.
going to. Like, my voice will sound deeper with this new mic. Like, that's one of the points. What's up, Cracker Jacks? How you doing, man? Need to turn down the tone of my voice. What does that even mean? I need to turn down the tone of my voice. Yeah, you have to understand. It does sound better. Did the echo removal make it sound better? I turned down this echo removal tool. Did it work? Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, okay? I sat here testing it, but it's just like, you'd have to sit here endlessly for hours messing with the thing, and I don't even know.
Saturday was his day off. Saturday was his day off. He had nothing but time. He could have sat there for hours on his day off. He could have been sitting there playing WWE Champions on his phone while doing this for hours. Nope. Got to do it during the stream.
Oh, how it sounds, or it sounds better or worse. I'm recording, playing it back, recording, playing it back. It's like, you know, the echo removal helped out, but it's not there yet. It sounds better, but my voice is too deep. No. My voice is actually how my voice sounds. Like, if you were sitting right here next to me, my voice has bass. It's just that you've never heard it because you've always heard this XLR mono sound for the last 10 years.
No, he cranked the bass up on that. We've seen the videos from phones and camera recorders. He's always sounded the same, whether it was this microphone or that microphone, whether it was someone recording with a phone, someone recording with a camcorder. He's always sounded the same. This is him messing with the settings, and it might be the setting to make himself sound deeper that's causing this, which would be hilarious. Guys, I want to sound like a man. Men have deep voices. But you're a pig roach, so you don't need a deep voice.
That's been wrong. You see? The mic gain is too hot. All right. We have a mic gain filter. You know what? Here's what I can do. Ready? I just turned off the mic gain filter entirely. Now there's no mic gain at all, supposedly. Let's
sounds a little better.
I'll go to advanced properties. So microphone says there is 0 decibel gain, and it is stereo sound. And yeah, so now there's no mic gain filter whatsoever.
It sounds a little better.
It is better. People are saying it's much better. Seriously, that fixed it? Did it really? See what I mean? Now I sound normal. Holy crap! All right, I'm gonna demo this myself. All right, I'm gonna record. Hold on. Oh, I am recording. That's right. I guess I can't. If that worked, that's amazing. I sound normal now. That did make it sound better.
Again, you could have done this off stream. You could have done it yesterday on your day off.
That removed the echo. Yes, it removed the echo. So that was the gain filter. So the gain filter, I don't need it all, apparently. As long as you guys can hear me well, you don't need it. So I turned it completely off, and now there's no echo. Sweet. It didn't fix it, but it is better.
Yeah, it sounds better, but it doesn't sound good.
Your old mic was better. Here's the truth. People are used to hearing bad audio. That's actually the truth. Like, a lot of any mic that's using XLR is mono audio, meaning only one channel. And you're not getting the inflections in a voice. You're not getting the deepness. You're not getting any of it. It's not accurate. But almost everyone used XLR for the longest time. So that's just what you're used to hearing. You're used to hearing everyone sound incorrect, like completely misrepresented. All the microphone that I used for the last decade was a good microphone for then, but things have improved dramatically. You know, this microphone has a big bass representation. It's supposed to capture the real bass in my voice that you haven't heard for a very long time. So now you're going to hear it. It's
I would never heard because it doesn't
exist. Be
exist.
used to it. All right.
Yeah, this sounds terrible, DSP.
Anyway, so let's see. Try removing the extra echo remover I just added. Okay, let's mess with this. So, okay, get rid of this. I'm going to get rid of 2 things. Right now, so all I have on right now is the noise gate, noise suppression, compressor, and limiter. I took everything else off. How does that sound? Did it even change anything? I wonder. Does this sound any better, or does it sound exactly the same? What's funny, people, well, the old sound was better. What are you talking about? You mean from 2 days ago? That was the same mic. Only it was XLR, meaning it down.
And it sounded better. We just played that video from 2 days ago. It sounded better.
Downgraded all the It literally downgraded everything to be one channel mono. Slightly better. Sounds better than before. I sound more natural. Yeah, it's not bad. It's different. Exactly.
Also, XLR is better than USB.
You think it sounded better 30 seconds ago with everything on? All right, let's test. Ready?
There's
so right
still
now
something wrong with it.
Let's initiate each thing in a row, and let's see what you guys think. So first things first, the gain filter has to be off because, like you guys said, when the gain filter was on, there was a giant echo. Correct? So let's do that. Right? So now, let's go ahead and enable some of the things I turned off. So this is supposed to be the noise removal tool. Ready? So you hear me now. Now let's try the noise removal tool. All right. So this supposedly now has the noise removal tool on it. Does it sound any different at all? Or does it sound the same? Because it might be that it's not going to do anything right now because there's no noise in the room besides my ceiling fan.
It's also off. Like, you watch his lips move, then you hear the sound. It's like it's a fraction of a second, but he's still off.
No, really? The noise removal is making it sound fuzzy? Is that true? Worse. Sounds the same, or some people are saying sounds worse. Really? My voice seems to be right next to the mic. Well, the mic is very close to me right now. I could move the mic away. Worse? Most people agree that's worse. Okay, I'll turn it off. Okay, that was the noise removal tool. I turned it off, okay? Here's what I'm going to do. Let me move the mic back a little bit because it's actually not going to be this close when I'm doing stuff anyway. It's going to be a little bit further back. So let me move it back a little bit. It's falling down. Let's see. That's further back, and I can actually make it upwards at an angle as well. So now it's back a little bit. How does that sound now that it's been backed up a little bit? Not in my face.
Still
That
sounds
sound good?
off.
It sounds clippy. What does that mean? What does clippy mean? Feels like the echo got worse because
I say, but he doesn't have a stereo microphone, so does it matter if the XLR is mono? You don't have a stereo microphone, so there's only one channel anyways.
I moved away from the mic. That's how it works. When you move away from a microphone, you get more echo. That's exactly correct. That's how it's intended to work. Yes, the mic pulses when I talk. That's what you're seeing on top. The RGB on the mic actually pulses as I talk. I think
The man that went from RGB is stupid. Anyone who has it is an idiot. He has RGB on his microphone now.
you change that, like in the software it came with, you can either have it pulse, be completely solid all the time, or do something else. But the reason I like this is because of this. Did you see that? When I touch it to mute it, it goes red, and I know I'm muted. And then when I touch it again, it goes green. So I know when I'm muted and when I'm not. I like that a lot. By the way, am I centered right now? Because I messed with my camera. It looks like I am. Yeah. I messed with my camera again. Because I have all these improvements. Let's keep working with the mic right now, and I'll tell you about all this improvements I've done.
You mean all this spending you've done? Try to prove that you have $5,000 a month of business expenses? Yeah, we know.
Because I got even way more new stuff to test today. And like I said, my boom mic arm, the new one, the professional one, is 5 stops away and is being delivered live during the show, and we're going to unbox it and set it up. Seriously.
Why are you getting a third arm? Why are you spending even more money on shit you don't need?
The improvements never end. I even have a wrench here to help me get my microphone off this boom mic arm now and put it onto the new one. Good Lord. We have so many improvements. All this stuff has arrived since 2 days ago. The pad over here, some new wrist rests all over the place. Since I'm now using USB with this mic, I got rid of the Scarlett preamp. It's gone. I don't need it anymore. It serves no purpose. So it's gone. I have all this desk space now over here that I'm using. And I rewired my whole room. I actually rewired the whole room now because, okay, well,
Please, show us a picture of this. I want to see what redness you got going on in your room now.
Actually, before we talk about all this, all right? So now, let's go ahead and try again. Let's try. So this next filter is called echo removal, just echo removal. That's all this is supposed to do. Okay? So you said it sounds more echoey because it's further away, right? Let's test echo removal. Here we go. Ready? Okay. So I just turned on maximum echo removal. That's the maximum level. I could tweak it lower. Does this do anything? Does it sound any different? Does it sound like the echo has been removed or has been improved in any way? That's cleaner, I'm being told. Really? Keep it like that. That's better. Sounds the same. Many people say it sounds better. Others say it sounds the same. Sounds better. Okay, cool. I think what it was, so here's the deal. I have, for some odd reason, don't ask me how I got all these. There's one filter that says echo removal and noise removal. Then there's a separate filter that says just noise removal and a separate filter that says just echo removal. So I had the filter on that was both noise and echo, and I think that together they don't sound good, but I think separate they're better. So I just turned on just the echo removal, and now people are like, oh, it sounds good. So there you go. Everyone is saying it sounds better. Cool. See, Nico says you sound more robotic. Well, Nico, you got to understand something. The reason I sound more robotic, all right, is because I am basically having a more natural representation of my voice. What you used to hear earlier was a forced mono with no bass. So you heard only certain tones of my voice, and you, over the years, thought that that's my voice.
But we've heard you through camera phones. We've heard you through camcorders. We've heard you through multiple microphones. You've never had bass to your voice. Ever.
It's not, actually. Like what you're hearing now with some bass is actually my real voice. What you've heard is this misrepresentation for over a decade. And even before then, it was a camera in front of my TV. That certainly didn't pick everything up properly. That was really echoey, right? So what you're hearing now actually is closer to what my voice would be if you were sitting right here next to me. But the thing is, I need to get rid of the echo. Like for me, it sounds good, but it needs to get rid of echo. If you're saying the echo is gone now, that's good. The echo's gone? I sound more like a radio DJ. Well, I mean, that's because radio DJs have high-end mics with a bunch of filters. So there you go. If I'm sounding like a radio DJ, that's exactly how yours would want to sound. That's the highest end sound, you know? The only thing, could I get something better? Yes. If I had bought the $400 Shure mic, or I think there's like a $450 EV brand mic, those mics are for singers. So if I'm going to sit here and croon into the mic to you every day, and you want every inflection of my voice as I'm singing to be in it, or for voice actors, okay? For someone who literally is going to be using that mic all day as if you're in like a sound booth, right? And you need to have it be perfect.
Says the guy who uses the microphone all day for his streaming. Just saying.
Then you would want that high-end mic. I'm not going to get that use out of it, you know? This is actually probably better than what I need, this microphone. So this is sounding better right now. So we got rid of the gain. That's good, because the gain, it sounded like you guys were saying, was destroying my voice. And now we got the echo filter on, and now you're saying it sounds much better. See, I won't know until later. Sounds good when I'm talking like this, but if I talk away like this, it sounds bad. But then when I talk like this, it's good. That's to be expected. That's the kind of mic it is. You know, they want you to talk into it. As long as I'm basically aimed in the general vicinity of it, like when I'm playing games, I'll be like this. That'll catch me perfectly. And when I'm here, it catches me. That's my goal. That's my aim, is to get it to catch. And the thing is, I could also aim it really high up. Hold on.
Keep fucking with the DSP. It's funnier this way.
So I can have it way up here, or I can even have it like up here or here, and it should still sound good as long as it's pointed at me, okay? But it needs to be pointed at me. If I'm in direct line of it, it should work fine. But if I'm not, then that's the problem. So right now it should be sounding pretty good. Probably not as good as it just was, because it's slightly more further away, but it should still sound fine. It's only like 6-inch difference. But with this new mic arm, which is now 2 stops away, I don't know how this new mic arm that's coming, this boom mic arm, is name brand Shure. It's the same brand as the mic, and it's actually made by Gator. Gator is a super high-end audio visual company. And I want to see how big of a difference it is. Right now, my problem with this mic arm is it sometimes doesn't bend right, and I feel like I'm forcing it, and I feel like it's going to break. And that sucks.
So your issue with the arm has nothing to do with the arm itself. It has to do with the fact that you're going to break it, and it won't be your fault. We all know that. It's not going to be his fault when he breaks it.
It's not an expensive mic arm. This mic arm was like $30-something. So definitely it's not super high end. And like I said, the clamp it came with actually wasn't good. The clamp was very weak. So I'm using a clamp from one boom mic arm and the actual arm of the other one like together to get this to work right. So the one that's coming today is supposed to be total name brand stuff. That's supposed to be really high end. It's expensive too. The mic arm coming today is like $100. All right.
What?
But if it works, it works. And then I can just return all the other stuff. So we'll see when it shows up what it's like. I'm hoping it's good. It looks good, but you don't know until you start using it.
So once again, you're going to abuse the Amazon return policy. Not because there's anything wrong, but because you bought more. You spent more. Now, are you going to point out on your taxes that, yes, I spent $40 on this and $40 on this, then $100 on this, but the two $40 things I sent back? No. He isn't going to have that pointed out on his taxes. He's like, nope, I spent $180.
Using it utility-wise. It's 2 stops away, by the way. So once it arrives, we're going to unbox it, set it up, and test it today. The mic should sound the same. It's just the positioning now should be different. Okay?
Oh, shit, you should do off stream.
Okay. So anyway, welcome to the show, everyone.
Yes, welcome to the show that's been going on for how long? And it's been nothing but you fucking with the microphone. God, he's an idiot. This is the DSP that we've come to know. I would say know and love, but we don't love him.
22 minutes in. I hope that you guys are ready for a fun day today. By the way, a couple shout outs to do. So
his lip syncing is still off. Like it's only by a fraction of a second, but if you look at his lips, it's very noticeable. With that, I'm tapping out. I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you, as always, for watching. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and have one hell of a day.